Hello and welcome everybody to another Secrets of Strixhaven draft. I'm Paul Cheon, and today we are, you know what? Don't worry about the ranks. We're learning, we're exploring. We did go 5 and 3 with a very nice 3-color special utilizing the graveyard, and we had some bombs. It was a lot of fun. I highly recommend you taking a look at that video. That was the video from yesterday, but we move forward and try to draft another sweet deck. I'm feeling some aggro, but you know what? Of course, we will make our decisions based on what's available. Now, before we hop into this draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all of your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to buy some booster boxes of Secrets of Strixhaven, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, or commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to HeavyPlay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. They are your one-stop shop for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmat sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and much more. Go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon to get 10% off your first order. They're also going to be at MagicCon Las Vegas, so swing by the booth. Tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. All right. Conciliator's Duelist. All right. I mean, it's hard to cast. White, black for a 4/3. ETB, draw a card, and each player loses 1 life. Repartee. I looked that up. Repartee. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, exile up to 1 target creature, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the... So you get to flicker something. So you can... The thing is, like, you can flicker itself, which is pretty nice. But this is really hard to cast, and I don't even know if it's worth, like, the payoff here for that. I could just be taking, Matter Bending Mage. 3 mana. This is just a mana war. Like, and it's more flexible. I can play this in, a blue-green deck or a blue-red deck. I think I'm just going to go ahead and take that. There's Micah, Reader of Ruins, or Mika. This card's fine. Send in the Pest is quite nice. Just a really good Ravenous Rats variant. But I think I'm just going to take Matter Bending Mage. Conciliator's Duelist is cool. It really is, but I just think it is way less flexible of a spell. Of a card to take, because of course I could have taken that and taken like Social Snub or something, or a Johnny's Response or something along those lines. But let's take Matter Bending Mage. Thunderdrum Soloist, 2 mana for 1/3 reach. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this deals 1 damage to each opponent. If 5 or mana was spent, it deals 3 damage instead. Seems okay. There's Abstract Paint Mage, a blue-red for a 2/2. At the beginning of your first main phase, add blue-red. Spend this mana only to cast instant and or sorcery spells. And there's also Tome Blast, which is a really good removal spell. One thing I'm going to make sure that I prioritize is good, cheap removal. Tome Blast seems great, right? 2 mana to kill something small, especially when you play against like the black-white decks or red-white decks. Like having, good, cheap, efficient removal that you can flash back is quite nice. All right. Homelessness is what I called this previously. Homesickness. 6 mana, target player draws 2 cards, tap up to 2 creatures and put a stun counter on it. Seems fine. There's Diary of Dreams, a slow way to draw cards. And I've been hearing people say good things about this card. Forum Necroscribe. 6 mana for a 5/4. When you cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets a creature, you get to basically return something from the graveyard to the battlefield. Also, it's got Ward, discard a card. I mean, that's exciting. That's interesting. Obviously, I started out blue and red, but I don't have to be blue-red. I'm just going to take this. It's also highly splashable. I'm going to take that over Homesickness. But I don't have to play it, of course. Pack 1, pick 4. We have Sanar. I've been pretty impressed with this card. 2 mana for an 0/4. It enters prepared. And then you can tap to make a treasure token. Only if you cast instants or sorceries this turn. We have a Tome Blast already. And then for 5 mana, you can go fetch something. I think that's better than Tester of the Tangential, another Diary of Dreams. And there's another Tome Blast. But I'm going to take Sanar over the second copy of Tome Blast. And you know what? I mean, blue-red might be the color combination to be based on our start here so far. Pack 1, pick 5. There's Hop to it. I remember how good this card used to be in Bloomborough. Not really interested in it here right now. Soaring Stone Glider is a fine card if you can fill up your graveyard. But for me, I'm going to be looking at the spells here. There's Heated Argument. This is 5 mana to deal 6 damage to something, which is not that efficient. It's playable. And then I can exile a card from my graveyard to have it deal 2 to the face, which I really do not care about. I don't know if... I think I'm just going to take Visionary's Dance. Like, I know this is really expensive, but the fact that you can spend 2 mana to like help you dig as well and smooth out your draw seems quite nice. Let's go ahead and take this. And then also it doubles as kind of a late game win condition here as well. All right, moving on to pack 1, pick 6. Certainly seeing our fair share of red and white cards. There is Kirol, history buff, 2 mana for a 2/3. This card's pretty nice. And then Honor-Bound Page is kind of like a filler level card. Procrastinate, I don't really care too much for. Pursue the Past is an okay rummage effect. And then there's Page Loose Leaf, which is an okay wrap effect. I guess I can just take the Orisa. I already have a 2 mana 0/4. Like, if I can play this for... I mean, getting the discount on it is not easy, but I'm a sucker for value. So I'm going to take it. I could also take Kirol, though. But yeah, let's just take the Orisa, I guess. All right, we'll take Tone Blast here over Living History. And Hydro Channeler, this card's just great. Always nice to have plenty of good, cheap, efficient removal. So I will take that. And move on. Pack 1, pick 8. I see a blue-red land, so I'm probably going to take that. Divergent Equation lets me get a bunch of spells back from my graveyard. I noticed that this format really is not lacking in ways to utilize its mana. So I just think, like, this is an expensive spell, but so is this. And so is this, right? So let's just make sure we have rock solid mana, and that could potentially allow us to also splash for cards like the Forum Necroscribe. So I put a high value on these on-color dual lands, so I'm going to take that here. Moving on, there's Ascend in the Pest. Really, really good card, but of course, you know, not really going to be in that color. I guess I'll take a Stadium Tidal Mage. You know, fine filler level card. Like, it is a decent card, but, you know, it's just expensive. Here I'll take Run Behind over the second Visionary Dance. Just another really, really solid interactive spell. All right, pack 1, pick 11, Homesickness or Zealous Lorecaster. I think I'm going to take Homesickness. I feel like Lorecaster I can get for free whenever I want. I'll take the Homesickness, but certainly don't have to play it if I have too many expensive cards. And a 3rd copy of Tone Blast. So this is obviously a very, very solid card. But once you get to like the 3rd copy, like there are going to be matchups where dealing 2 damage is not going to be good enough. So now I don't need to put as high of a priority on this type of effect. But I mean, if it's the only card, obviously I'll take it. What do you do? 3 mana for 3/2, enters prepared, 6 mana, make 2/2 red and white spirit tokens. Okay. Pongify, I remember this was terrible, not going to take that. Fractalize, until end of turn, target creature becomes... Okay, so you can use that as like a trick. Antiquities on the loose, make 2 tokens. Then if the spell is cast from anywhere, then put a +1 on each spirit. Well, this card's great, but of course we're not white, so can't really play that. Do I take Tone Blast number 4 or Strife Scholar? You know, all right, I'll take the 4th Tone Blast. I don't know. Okay, I won't take any more, okay? I mean, that pack just didn't have much for me. Here, there's a Landscape Painter, Repel Calamity on the splash, another Homesickness. Bitter Triumph is a solid removal spell, but I don't think I need to delve into another color for removal. Tablet of Discovery looks interesting. 3 mana for an artifact. It taps for red mana, and then it gives you it taps for 2 mana for instants and sorcery spells. So, you know, when I'm playing like Tone Blast on the flashback, Visionary's Dance, and Homesickness, I think it can do a good amount of work. So let's go ahead and take the Tablet of Discovery and move on. All right, pack 2, pick 3. There is Artistic Prowess. 5 mana to deal 6 damage to something, or I can deal 2 damage to everything, or I can make a blue and red elemental token with haste. Kind of like it's like kind of inefficient across the board, but the idea is it's versatile, where because of its versatility, you can just play it and be fine with it. I think that's fun. That's better than like trying to splash a TAM or something along those lines. So let's take it here. Ooh, Stress Stream is great. 5 mana to deal 5 damage to 1 creature. Then I can look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of those into my hand, and the one on the bottom of my opponent's my library. Just a 5 mana to kill a thing, and then draw a card. Very, very nice. Look, if I put my curve like this, it looks a lot better. Okay, 5 things to do on turn number 2, and Run Behind is like a 3 mana spell, right? Right? Okay. Anyways, moving on, I'm going to take Tester of the Tangential just for the sake of my mana curve. Banishing Betrayal is a fine combat removal effect. Environmental Scientist, I love this card. There's another Visionary's Dance. There's also Mind into Matter. I just think I don't need this effect. You know what I mean? Like, I just have so many expensive cards. It is a good expensive spell, but I'm just going to take my second 2-mana creature for my blue-red deck. Pack 2, pick 6. There is an Essence Scatter, which I do like, over a second copy of Visionary's Dance. Let's go ahead and take that. Continue to focus on the lower end of our mana curve. Pack 2, pick 7. What do we have? There is a Paradox Surveyor, which is pretty interesting if you're in blue-green specifically, but we're not that. I guess I'll take Divergent Equation. Maybe there's room for me to play like one copy of this type of effect, but, you know, certainly don't need to play something like that. Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of spells here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 spells, and Visionary's Dance is a spell that makes a creature. How are we going to win the game? Like Visionary's Dance, I guess? Like, the Orisa also looks... I mean, I feel like if you're just paying 5 mana for a 2/2 that draws 2 cards, that's not great. You know what I mean? All right, apply... Okay. All right, all the Quandrix cards are coming our way. I mean, this is certainly the type of card that you can look to splash. 4 mana. Create a token that's a copy of target non-aura permanent you control. You can target lands, by the way. And then it becomes a 6/6. Yeah, so, okay, I mean, that's a win condition, so I guess I'll take it. But if I did want to play this, I would need to find a way to get access to green mana, so something I have to be mindful of here. If not, then I'm just not going to play it. Okay. I mean, what do you do when I have Grandeur? Oh, okay. I mean, I certainly don't need to splash for a 5-mana draw spell, so... 2 copies of Page. I wonder how good Landscape Painter... Like, compare Landscape Painter to... Compare Landscape Painter... Ooh, nice. Blue-green land last pick. Okay, nobody's blue-green. Getting that last... Okay, well, Traumatic Critique is insane. So, love to see that. No reason to take anything else. Unsubtle Mockery, Tablet of Discovery... Sure, but this card is just X damage to any target, draw 2 cards, and discard a card. I mean, for 4 mana, if you deal 2 damage to something, draw 2, discard 1, that's fantastic. Another way to kill things. You can also go to the face, by the way. So, very, very nice card. Pack 3, pick 2. I guess now is a good time to start picking up creatures for our deck. The Abstract Paint Mage is going to be very easy to cast and a very nice source of mana. So, let's go ahead and take that here. Impractical Joke, another fantastic removal spell. Dreamroot Cascade, a good land here for some potential green cards if I wanted, but certainly not going to take it over like an Impractical Joke. What else do we have? There's a blue-red land. Yeah, I'm just going to take the removal spell. I guess at this point, a second copy of Visionary's Dance would be a nice way to like close out games, so I'll be on the lookout for that. Here we have a Braid versus Essence Scatter. I mean, I have so many ways to kill little things. I think, okay, so this is one of those interesting picks where I think a Braid is probably better than Essence Scatter in general, but I already have a lot of ways to kill little things where Essence Scatter helps me counter big things. So I'll take the Essence Scatter there. All right, pack 3, pick 5. There's Elemental Mascot and a Tester of the Tangential. This is 3 mana for a 1/4. And then if I ever cast something big, I get to basically draw a card. That's really nice. This is 2 mana for a 1/1 that just kind of grows as I play things. Dual Tactics is okay. Another Tablet of Discovery seems fine. I kind of, actually, you know, as much as I like Tester of the Tangential, I actually have plenty of things to do on turn 2. I want to try the Elemental Mascot. Especially, it works really well with Tome Blast, right? Like, I have 4 of these. It's not mana value. It counts how much mana I spend. So when I'm flashing back Tome Blast, I get to basically draw an extra card. And I think that's going to be really, really nice to have in our deck. Well, okay. I assume this is good. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are put on Berta, add 1 mana of any color, create a fractal token. Okay. Well, I'm going to take this card. And now we're going to like really like, yeah. I don't even care about what else is in the pack. We'll take this blue-green land. I'll take the, you know, the Manolith. That would be really nice. I don't think I need Embrace the Paradox, but whatever. We'll figure out the cuts later. We have a lot of cards. Okay, what do we have? Banishing Betrayal and Rapturous Moment. Draw 3. Okay, well, I don't know how good this card is, but like in a blue-red deck, like I can basically cast anything I want off of this thing, right? So let's try it. All right, there's a Tablet of Discovery versus Tam. I'll take Tablet. Seize the Spoils helps me generate green mana, so I'll take that. All right, blue-red land I'm going to take. Okay, well, I mean, look. We're splashing for some powerful green cards, and we picked up 2 blue-red lands and 2 blue-green lands, so I got to be happy about that. And let's try to put together something nice. I think we did, but I just took all the blue-red and green cards that I saw. 49 cards. I don't think I'm going to play Page Loose Leaf. Dual Tactics seems unnecessary. This is one of a million expensive cards that I can choose from. So yeah, let's cut Embrace the Paradox, because that's a green card. Applied Geometry I want to try. Like, it's a spell that makes like a giant 6/6. Like, I think that's going to be fine. Let's cut Strife Scholar. This is a 2-drop, which is why I'm considering keeping it, but let's move all the expensive stuff here as well. All right, let me put a bunch of like my not so confident cards, or cards like that I don't, you know, that I might want to try, or that I think is okay cutting rather. Like, for example, Rapturous Moment, I don't know that it's good, but I want to try it. Same thing with like Tablet of Discovery. So oftentimes, I mean, look, it's a mana. Yeah, I mean, like sometimes you can sandbag this and play it super late to get a lot of value, but other times you just play and just have it give you more sources of ramp. These are all the creatures that I'm interested in playing. And these are 6 cards here on the right. And these are all the cards that I either want to play because I think it's good, or I want to try. For example, like this card I think I want to try. We have really good interaction. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like interactive spells. Yeah, I really don't need like a random 5-mana Dirtle. Also, I don't have enough creatures, so this is just going to be a 5-mana Dirtle. I don't think I need Seize the Spoils or Homesickness or the... And I want to try this card. It's like another super late game card, but it seems really sweet. So... And I have, obviously, like infinite spells. I have 15 instants and sorceries. Not counting itself, I have 14. So I suppose I can maybe cut the Artistic Prowess, or I can cut like Stadium Tidal Mage here instead. I think I'm just going to go for the cheaper card and cut the Prowess. All right. Let's take a look at our color sources. 9 blue, 8 red, and 4 green for 2 green cards. Yep, seems perfect. All right. Teamer control? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see how this plays out. All right. Now, before round 1 starts, I did want to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in a different way, I do have a Patreon. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Want to give a special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really, really great way to join a wonderful group of folks who are also looking to up their limited game. The Discord is very, very active. I post monthly videos. I do monthly streams, all kinds of good stuff. If you want to take your game to the next level and join a great group of folks, check it out. I hope I have enough things to do early. I mean, I'm hoping that 2-mana removal spell is going to be good here. And, oh yeah, certainly going to keep this. We have all of our colors. We have a 2-drop, a couple of removal spells, and the Elemental Mascot. Going to lead with the blue-red land here. I just don't have a green thing I can play early anyways. So I might want to, like, fire off the Impractical Joke and then play a tap land. But I'm not going to. Instead, I'm going to play Tester of the Tangential. What is this? Stone Docent. Okay. Let's just kill it. That is annoying. The fact that that triggers every time. I guess it has to, but man. Okay. It's fine. Next turn we get to play Elemental Mascot. Turn this into a 3/3. What did I take over this? Oh, Elemental Mascot. Sure. What did they play? Group Project? Okay. Let's attack. I mean, just a really, really smooth draw here for us. Let's hope they can't play like 2 creatures this turn, I guess. But we have Impractical Joke, Run Behind, and Stress Stream. Oh, that is a 4-mana 3/3 first strike that is prepared. What do I want to do? I mean, I could just flashback Tome Blast to kill the 2/2. I can Impractical Joke here and keep up Run Behind. That seems pretty good. I don't know. 3 cards. Let's just do this. We get to play if I draw a land, I get to play it. If not, I can't. I guess I could have attacked with the mascot for free. So I have until next turn to cast this. So yeah, if I don't draw a land, that'll be very, very sad. Alright, Spirit Mascot. Lots of little creatures. Where this is certainly a matchup where Tome Blast is great. I mean, it's not like this cost me anything. I just cast a spell and trigger this thing, right? So if I can't cast it, you know, not ideal, but it is what it is. All right, so now they have a really, really nice board. And we did draw a land, but it was a tap land. All right, so now we got to figure out what to do. So let's kill this. They might be behind enough where they kind of have to go for a bad block here, which is obviously going to be very good for us. Okay. I'm going to sacrifice 1 damage here to be able to keep up Run Behind. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. And then we also have the ability to run out the Stress Dream for even more value. This card's nice. It just stays in play and you just cast spells and draw cards. How can you be upset? I'd be shocked if they attack me. What does this do? Sorceries? Okay. I don't understand this attack. They might have a Wrath. Okay, 6 damage to target creature. Okay. Alright, well, I'm just going to cast this just because it's a good use of my mana. The real question is whether or not they want it on top. They don't. We drew Matter Bending Mage. But I'm just going to kill this to draw an extra card as well. That is a Tablet of Discovery, which I can play next turn. We'll put Berta into our hand. Attack. Next turn we can play Tablet of Discovery, and hopefully we get some value out of it. Arc of Hunger. I don't even know what this does. Whenever 1 or more cards leave your graveyard, it deals 1 damage to each opponent, and you gain a life. Mill a card, you may play that card this turn. Okay? Alright. Fair enough. Get that first one. We had a really, really smooth draw there. And we had plenty of things to do early, and that's exactly what I want. 1-0. Alright, on the play, I drew one of my forests. I have a Tablet of Discovery. Yeah, we're gonna mulligan. Hey, you know, that's just the cost of doing business. You know what I mean? We'll keep this, and we'll bottom one of our Tome Blasts. Turn to Sanar. Okay. This doesn't attack. Let's just play Elemental Mascot and pass. We're setting up. Look at this. Just such a colorful start. Right? Just a nice, colorful start. Oh, that is a good Magic the Gathering card. Okay, well, let's kill one of them. Let's make a thing. Yeah, let's bounce the other one. Tempo. Spirit Mascot, okay. Probably gonna play the Luminous Rebuke thing. Yeah, Johnny's response, sure. So no wild idea for me, which is unfortunate, but Tome Blast here. We get to play the Forest next turn, I suppose. Hey, I mean, that at least lets us surveil off the Paradoxical Gardens. Pursue the past, okay? Our opponent digging, gaining some life. Rubble Rouser, okay? I clearly should have played some incidental Graveyard Hate spell. Alright, as far as Visionary's Dance is concerned, I should probably just cast it, right? So that's what I'm going to go with. Primary Research, alright, they're kind of doing what we were going for in a previous draft. Yeah, no, the red-white value looks good. Let's make a pair of flyers. Okay, we get to play the Abstract Paint Mage for free. Get in for 2 in the air. Yeah, I mean, remember when I said I'm afraid I won't? I just think I'm not going to run out of gas ever. Yeah, well, we're about to run out of gas. That clone would be nice. Being able to clone this and turning it into a 6/6 seems absurd. Okay, what do you do? 2/1 Flying Haste. Discard a card against lifelink. Whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Jeez. This is like a way better version of this deck than what I had previously. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat all of this card advantage. You know what I mean? Alright, Tablet. What you got for me? Okay, we can play that. We can play this. We can attack with this. Okay, they're at 10. Their deck looks nice. Antiquities, all these like good flashback cards. Clearly I should have put Homelessness in my deck. Jeez, okay. We'll counter that. I think I'm just going to draw naturally for a turn and then surveil if I have to. How do they have 4 cards in hand still? Man. Yeah, Primary Research is nice. A Molten Note too. Jeez. This deck is amazing. Look at all this value they're getting. Do they have a graveyard right now? Have these all been exiled? Where's their graveyard? Oh, there it is. Okay. So I don't really have great blocks other than triple blocking the mascot. Okay, discard that. Give it lifelink. So they're going to kill like my mascot and my paint mage. And we're going to need to draw something good here. Oh! Wait, it got even... Wait, oh, it got 2 counters on it. Okay, fair enough. Red, red, blue. Let's try to kill this. Okay, put this into my hand. So I can deal 3 damage to something, which is not quite enough. And they still have all this action in their graveyard. This is... I mean, do you think the red-white seat was open where they were? Jeez. I just don't see myself, like, being able to grind through all of this. Alright. Fair enough. another Molten Note? Okay, draw 2, discard 1. Guess we'll discard Impractical Joke. I mean, I'm not technically dead yet, but I'm gonna, well, yeah, I'm gonna go to, oh, I am dead. They just attack with the mascot. I also, and also, they have, like, really good sequencing. Really good sequencing. I'm pretty impressed with, like, the deck that they put together and how clean they played that game. Just with, like, all the triggers and everything, so, yeah. Somebody played a pre-release. Wasn't me. Alright, opponent on the play here. We have a turn 2 Sanar with a pair of Tome Blasts. Absolutely keeping this. Elite Interceptor, what do you do? Okay. Well, we drew 3 Tome Blasts. Sorcery. You may tap or untap target creature, draw a card. Why did they not play something? Oh, keeping up last gas, maybe? I don't know. I mean, I still feel like I should just play Sanar, right? Like, obviously they can kill it. If they choose to tap the Sanar this turn, I don't mind either, right? Just something I do not care about at all. Okay, what do we have? Snooping Mage. This creature... okay. Not much I can do. Like, I guess I can kill Snooping Page by, like, casting 2 Tome Blasts on it. I think I'm just gonna bounce Snooping Page. Like, put something on the battlefield and then figure out the rest afterwards. There's a Snooping Page. And an Elite Interceptor. Alright, so let's kill one of these. What does it say? Whenever you cast an instant sorcery that targets a creature, this creature can't be blocked. Group project, okay. They can either flash it back, tap down Matter Bending Mage. I mean, my plan here is to try to cast Run Behind on the Snooping Page. Okay. That is fine. Ooh. Berta, Wise Extrapolator. Do I want to kill these or the 2/2s? I don't really care about the 2/2s, so let's just keep focusing on killing those. Look, I can flash these back, okay? I can get more value off of them later. I do have to think about this. Oh, what am I doing? I'm so... I thought they needed to trigger the repartee. Ugh. That was really bad. Yeah, that was just straight up stupid. I thought this, you see this big brick of text? Do you see how I could have been confused? I thought it was like this, like, I thought that was all part of one mode. You know what I mean? Which it clearly is not. Okay. Let's make a treasure. Okay. Ooh, that's exciting. Well, I'm gonna do this because I want to cast this card. I literally get all my mana back, which is kind of wild. Hold on. Man, that's lame. I guess I can make a 4/4. I mean, still fine, I guess, right? Let's discard these two. So now we have access to 5 mana. I can either Wild Idea or just kill the 2-3. 2-2. I think I'm just going to kill the 2-2. So now they get to play a big flyer. Okay. And we have Abstract Paint Mage and Tablet of Discovery. So I can Wild Idea for something. I just don't know what. The Tome Blasts don't actually kill anything. So I guess we lead with Tablet of Discovery to see if we hit something nice. I guess I shouldn't have tapped the green. Essence Scatter is terrible. Alright, let's go get something. They have a 3-3 flyer and a 2-3. What do I get? There's so much value. I can either just make 2 3-3s or I can just kill this and draw 2, discard 1. That also seems decent. Apply Geometry. It doesn't work. It's only my stuff. Alright, let's take this card, I guess. Okay, take 3. Melancholic Poet. Oh, well, let's hope they don't draw like a good spell. So red, red, blue, red. So I do this for 3. Let's kill the flyer. Okay, discard Mountain. Divergent Equation was a fantastic draw. Let's make a thing. And now what do I want to do? Tester of the Tangential. And let's play the Paint Mage. So that can pump the Tester. And don't move anything around. And we're at 10. We're going to chill. Okay. So that was certainly good. Inkling Mascot. What do you do? Okay, so if they draw like any spell, we're in bad shape. Right? If they draw any spell. I can now copy something, but I don't know that I need to do that right now. I can also play a bunch of Tome Blasts and just like cut these out. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And then let's attack. Lecturing Scorn Mage, sure. I mean, this is like the ultimate. This is the matchup where Tome Blast is just absolutely bonkers. Okay, so how many spells can I get back? 1, 2, 3, 4 spells back. So that requires 9 mana. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. This is so fun. I mean, this is... Not only is it fun, it's like ridiculous. Alright, we're going to keep up Essence Scatter here and Traumatic Critique. This also, by the way, can go to the face. Alright. That was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Man. So many decisions. Like I mentioned before, I've mentioned this before in other videos, this is a highly, highly complex set. Lots of things to consider. Alrighty. This hand's kind of on the slow side. I might actually spend the 2 mana effect on Visionary's Dance to try to find something. Studious First Year is the play from the opponent. They're going to use that to Rampant Growth. Yep. So now killing this doesn't really do anything. Yeah, I mean, I can see a world where we, like, fall a little too far behind here. We'll see. Do you all remember Diligent Farmhand? That was an Odyssey block staple. It was a really good creature. Yeah, this is like a Diligent Farmhand, but you don't have to sacrifice it. Noxious Newt. Okay. Alright, we're going to be looking for, I guess, a tome thing. We have 4 of them. Look, Mana War is good and all, but 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta think. All right, I'm gonna play the tablet just to ramp. Like the Elemental Mascot's not even blocking here anyways. Like I know I'm not gonna be able to play whatever I exile with this. Oh wait, oh my gosh! I forgot I can do that! Oh, that's just insane. I'm like, what one drop do I have? But wait, there's more. It taps for 2 mana. Well, that's the luckiest thing I've ever seen. Okay, well, my plan here was to just cast a Rapturous Moment and then, like, play something else, you know what I mean? Alright, they're ramping. Good for them. They didn't hit a land off of that. Alright, what do I want to discard here? I'm going to have access to 5 mana after this, so I'm probably interested in playing out a Stadium Tide Mage or possibly even in Elemental Mascot. I think I can pitch like 1 land and 1 of the creatures. Or is it just both of the creatures? No. I want to play 1 of the creatures. I want the land more than the 3 damage effect. Like, I have enough removal. When I have a card like Divergent Equation in my hand, you want to at least make sure you have the 1 land. So, like, obviously this means my hand is insane. But we got to dig through a lot of cards. And we want to just keep developing our mana so that we can basically... Our win condition is the Divergent Equation, right? Cast a bunch of spells, survive, and then equation them out. And, you know, obviously, like, if they just play, like, random creatures, we have lots of answers to those. But, you know, they're a Sultai value deck. Look at this. I mean, you think you got enough cards there, buddy? I don't think I have enough cards. Let's go Tablet of Discovery. We hit a Tome Blast. I guess I can cast it. Wait, hold on. Oh, I can cast it with Flashback? That's weird. Like, I know I can't play Stress Stream, but I can just play Essence Scatter. Alright, well, my opponent has approximately 70 trillion cards. That is a Tester of the Tangential, which I will let resolve. I can just kill it with Tome Blast. Luen. I suppose I can Essence Scatter that. Now, I mean, unless they have a 3-drop, like, I can just finish off the Tester with the Tome Blast, right? We'll note that I won't be able to, like, Divergent Equation back like an Essence Scatter, so they might be able to resolve something big, but I do have a couple of ways to kill things, so hoping that that's good enough. Alright, let's continue cranking away. I don't need this Tome Blast. Are they gonna save it? Royal Treatment? Okay, let's just kill it, I guess. Alright. Well, that's all 4 Tome Blasts, friends. Alright. I mean, we're getting to the point where I can just burn my opponent out, right? But this is a big turn, because they get to resolve something here. Now, I do have a Stress Dream, so there's that. They have 5 cards. Terrafractal. It is a 7/6. That's kind of annoying. I don't quite have the tools to kill that one. 7/6 flyer. Oh, I guess I can Stress Stream and Tome Blast it. Always loot. Alright, opponent down to 10. We have Berta, which is very good. Apply Geometry, which is also very good, and a pair of Tome Blasts. And of course the Divergent Equation. Alright, that's a Spellbook Seeker. Careful Study, okay. These tablets are doing some serious work. I might not want to loot anymore. I have like 11 cards left. So maybe always loot is not correct. Alright, now what do I want to do? I can play Berta, I can play Applied Geometry, or I can play a Divergent Equation for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I play this, I can only do it for 4. I mean, the way I look at this is they probably have a removal spell for this. Oh, I can only do it for 3, excuse me. But, like, it's unlikely that they have a counter spell. And so I can just, like, go for Divergent Equation here and just get back the burn spell. You know what I mean? Blue-green deck, blue-green value, lots of card draw, etc. But, again, because I have the Berta, I just feel like that's something that's very scary for them to deal with, but maybe not. Okay, I guess I'm just going to go. Let's see, they have 4 cards in hand. No, I'm just going to go for this. What am I saying? All right, so let's go 1. What's on the board? 2. I'm just going to get expensive cards. Like, it's got to be exactly Disdainful Stroke, you know? And I have these Tome Blast that I can just use to go to the face. These things have been giving me a ton of mana, which is great. All right. So yeah, I mean, they had some number of like card draw and whatnot, but doesn't look like their top end was as devastating. I will say that X blue spell, really impressive. Like this deck, you know, we had that one game where we kind of ran out of action, but for the most part, this deck doesn't. And you just hit your land drops, get to the late game, and then boom, take over. Still not sure if I want that 4 mana looter or like that 5 mana sorcery. I think it's kind of close. All right, on the play here. It's a 2-lander I'm going to keep, but it does need a lot more lands. But this is certainly the type of deck that, like, you know, I have, like, the 2 Manalith cards. I have a blue-red tap land. Feels, like, tough to kind of mulligan this. Honestly, I might fire this off just to make sure I hit my land drops. I don't think it's crazy. I mean, I can wait 1 turn. I'll wait 1 turn. All right, cool. Hopefully they play a 1 toughness creature. Here's my question. Do I wait again? The thing is, do I even have like a good 4 mana play? I don't really. Terra Fractal. Did they just play a 1 toughness creature? Well, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I need to draw lands anyways. Oh, this is ridiculous. All right, let's discard a Tome Blast. Unreal. How lucky is that? Oh my gosh, and we drew Mascot into a tap land here. This is just... everything is coming up me. Alright, what are they playing? Just multicolored nonsense? Encouraging Aviator and Studious First Year. This gives something flying, which I don't really care about. Killing the First Year is probably pretty good, to be honest. We hit a land, which is great. And no point attacking. Next turn I can play Rapturous Moment. That would be really nice. There's also Berta, but this is the type of card that, like, I know it's got increment, so you want to play it on turn 4, but it's also the type of card that you kind of want to wait until your opponent's, like, exhausted some of their resources. You know what I mean? Sure. Okay. It's a really good card. Alright, so they're like 5-color nonsense. Play this land. Do I need to play the Rapturous Moment? Maybe they just don't have it. Is there ever a world where they just don't have it? Alternatively, I can go like Rapturous Moment into Tablet of Discovery. Into Matter Bending Mage? Nah. I'm gonna lead with Tablet. If we hit a spell we can play off of this, we'll just do that instead. All right, well, I needed to play one of those lands anyways, so here we are. All right, let's just run out the Berta. Not going to be able to play this one. They have 3 cards and a jump effect. Also, setting this up is really nice with Rapturous Moment. That allows me to, like, pump up the Berta and then still, like, make a giant token if I need. But, of course, if they have a removal spell, then this is going to die. But we have access to a lot of mana next turn, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have access to, like, 9 mana next turn if we need. I guess we'll take 4. All right. All right. 2. There's no way they have like a counter here. Oh, Proctor's Gaze. I guess I should have played a land. I can make a 2/2. Or, well, I really want the green source because I want to replay this. Oh, no, but I'll get it off of the activation. So I guess I'll make a 2/2. I don't know why they waited. Seems pretty bad. So we'll name green off of Berta so that I can replay the Berta. Oh no, I can't. What am I saying? Never mind. I'm just going to draw the forest anyways because I am a master tactician. I say that immediately after like not being able to Tome Blast here, which was actually really bad. Oh my gosh. Essence Scatter. Fair enough. Okay. Yeah, sure. I mean, the 2/2 can handle this too, so it's not a big deal. Yeah, I mean, as long as we can resolve this Divergent equation, we're good. We have 3 spells in our graveyard to get back. I also have the run behind too. They are going to play a Converge spell here. Hopefully it's just like the 5/5. Nope, it's 5 mana draw 2. Sure. What are everybody's thoughts on this card? I feel like it's highly mediocre. Well, maybe I'm wrong. I mean, they're just playing like a bunch of dorks. All right, we have Essence Scatter, which is pretty good. Let's go ahead and bounce the Aviator. Let's Tome Blast this thing. Let's keep both of these back. 4 cards in hand for the opponent. Nice little multicolor value deck here. I mean, it really just comes down to like what else they have left before like I have a little bit of breathing room to be able to run out this Divergent equation, right? Easiest blocks of my life. Easiest counter of my life. They get a 3 mana 2/3 flyer. Alright, so what can I do to kill that thing? Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can do it for 4. So let's kill this. And should I do it when they're tapped out? I think so. Like, this is one turn for them to, like, you know, cast something I can't Essence Scatter. Alright. Just need to make sure I can find a way to actually kill my opponent. They did not want the run behind, so blind draw here. And scoop! Well, there you go! Man! Man, oh man. Alright. We have discovered, this is the archetype, okay? Now, I don't know how many copies of that X spell is appropriate, but 1 has been perfect, because we've also drawn it every time. But that card has literally, like, you just cast that thing for like 3, and you probably just win the game. So many of the spells just generate so much value on their own. Alright, on the play, absolutely keeping this. We got Tome Blast, Elemental Mascot, and Berta, Wise Extrapolator. One drop? Oh, the 1 mana 1/1? Wait, what the hell is this? Yeah, you can't play this turn 1? I cannot believe I saw this card so late previously. You know what I mean? It's like so weird to me that that happened. I don't actually know what to play this turn. Yeah, let's play this. I really don't know. Like, this is slightly better use of my mana. It's harder to kill. Obviously, I can just Tone Blast that thing. But next turn, I can go, like, Sanar plus Tone Blast the Scorn Mage. They only have access to the 3 mana. We'll see. Would love to find a bounce spell to deal with this Trudge. What the hell? Nice. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, they're playing like a constructed deck. Okay, so let's go Sanar. Tone Blast you. I can't activate this, unfortunately. This comes in, I mean, this is unlocked next turn. Wow, look at all this removal. Well, I sure hope you're out of gas. I sure hope so. Because all I have are Tone Blasts. I don't even know what you do. Whenever this creature becomes a target of a spell or ability, okay. Yeah, Tone Blast doesn't do anything. All right, fair enough. Yeah, okay. You know, I have new respect for Slumbering Trudge. What do you do? Demonic Tutor. If 2 more creatures died, this is prepared. Otherwise, it's just a 5/4. Yeah, I mean, my little creature removal is just certainly not doing work right now. I'm at 6. Yeah, it's just not enough. All right, GG's. GG's. That royal treatment was incredible. Incredible. All right, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Deck looks solid. I think I'm going to make a change. I think I will play this card over the Tidal Mage. I can ramp it out anyways, but just like having another big creature removal spell and something that I can get back with my X spell. That's a creature, seems pretty good. Alright, opponent on the play here. Gonna keep this. Turn 2 Sanar into Tablet of Discovery. I think our opponent's on a double mulligan? Or maybe it was a quick mulligan keep. No, double mulligan, wow. Okay. Also, I will admit that... What is this? Okay, we're gonna... I'm not... There's no waiting for this. I'm killing this. Okay. I'm gonna lead things off with Sanar. Alright, white, black. What do you do? Okay, enters prepared. Okay, let's go Tablet of Discovery. See if we hit something. We did not hit something. Let's Tone Blast you. Let's make a treasure. Oh, we can still keep a Best in Scatter, which is nice. Man, Tablet's been really impressive. Okay, I have access to 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. I can play a Wild Idea for something. I don't know what. Figure I should do it, though. There's Rapturous Moment. That's pretty good. And just there's also Divergent Equation, but I don't know that I need that just yet. I don't know if it's correct, but I want to do it. I really don't know if that's correct. I just want to cast this card. Okay? I just want to cast this card. Inkling Mascot? Sure. What do you do? Okay. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can cast this. Discard some cards. Oh my gosh, hold on. I can just, like, Pyroclasm the board, right? So let's get rid of both of these. Let's make a treasure. Again, I don't want to, like, I want to keep playing all my lands. Okay. Let's go Berta? Or do I just go Visionary's Dance? I think I'm just going to go, yeah, Visionary's Dance. Plays better against spot removal. I'm like sandbagging my threats here. I'm hoping, basically the hope here is that they use a removal spell on this 3/3. Wow. Okay, so let's... Oh, wow. We found Divergent Equation. Oh, man. This deck is so much fun. Wow. I mean, the Tome Blasts are important, right? Against any of these decks, like, having that cheap interaction is really, really nice. But, man, this deck has been an absolute delight to play. Win or lose. 5 and 2. All right, on the play here. 2-lander. Gonna keep. Got Sanar, Tester of Tendential. All kinds of goodies. Sleight of hand turn 1. Untap land? Nope. Okay. So if I miss on a land... We'll see what happens. Okay, I did not miss on a land, so that's good. I mean, they could also just be representing like an Essence Scatter here. You know, I'm just gonna chill. Like, the only thing they can really do there is Essence Scatter. I'd rather just Visionary Dance and look for a land. But clearly my opponent is next level. They do not care about Essence Scatter. Why would they? Being afraid of Essence Scatter is for noobs. Right? Let's find a land. Alright. Even I am reasonable. I can't take the Divergent Equation there. Create a token that's a copy of non-aura permanent. Except it's a fractal. So, if I copy a basic land, is it a 6/6 basic land? That is my question. It's pretty good. Alternatively, I can just play like these two. I think that's better. So let's go Tester into Sanar. So I can pump that. This also handily blocks the Strife Knight. Next turn, we have a pretty clean... Like, assuming they kill Sanar or whatever, we have a pretty... Then we can just maybe go for the Applied Geometry. Not really a lot of ways to kill this. Well, no, that's wrong. They have the 4 damage spell. Felling Blow also, although that's a bonus sheet card. And 4 mana, they can obviously do whatever they need with this. I am curious. How does this work with this card? No, it would just come into play as a 6/6. Prismari Charm. Bounce? Oh, I see. Okay. So they have Essence Scatter. In which case, Applied Geometry seems pretty good. Actually, do I just let it get Essence Scattered? Because I can still follow that up with like another play in the Elemental Mascot. But it's better not to like walk into their Essence Scatter, right? All right, I wanted to try this on this anyways. Let's see what happens. Okay. That's what happens. That's good. You don't want to kill this. It'll come back. It's Earthbent. Earthbended? Earthbended? I am not playing into your trickery. I think I'm going to kill this flyer, though. Actually, do I want to just kill the looter? Yeah, no, I'm going to just kill the looter. Or rummager, or whatever. Like, my mascot blocks this anyways, and I'm the aggressor here with the 6/6, and this is going to be a 4/4. So I'm going to let them surveil first, and then I'll go ahead and get the Strife Knight. And then put my opponent in a tough spot. They can just, you can just rummage away your Essence Scatter. No, it's just a land, okay. 2 cards. I don't need the mountain. Alright. So life totals are 14 to 11. They got a 3/3 flyer. They can't rummage. They did play a Fractal Mascot, so that's going to lock down my 6/6. Oh, and they get in for 3, so that's not terrible at all. Rapturous Moment. That's a cool one. I wonder if I'm just supposed to cast that card. Let's play Tablet. We hit a land, sure. Wow. Well, that was super strong. Oh, I still can't kill this, though. Yeah, I still can't kill it. So this card, Tome Blast and Forest. Okay, we have 5 mana. That's a 6/6. They have 3 cards. I am at 11, though. Now I'm, like, sad that I gave them the 3/3. So I can kill the 3/3 now, or just play Sanar plus Mascot. I guess I'll play Sanar and Mascot. And we'll pass. Yeah, that Fractal Mascot was pretty good. Alright, so my Elemental Mascot can block the 3/3. We're at 11, they're at 11. I do have a 6/6 that I can untap with. We have access to plenty of mana. 9. We can cast Berta, we can Stress Stream something. 6 damage is a lot. I can a Wild Idea for the 6 damage spell, right? And then play it because Sanar would give me a treasure. Also, this is a land. So that might be what I need to do, but we'll see. This is probably the most important turn of this matchup. Very, very scary turn. Let's block there, and we'll take 6. Like, I don't think they're playing like the double damage spell or something. I mean, like, would they be splashing Giant Growth or something? I don't know. It feels pretty bad to just like chump block with the Tester of the Tangential. I guess I could double block with my 5/5 and the 1/4, but obviously that puts us dead to like a lot of different types of tricks. But they're thinking, so you know their hand is loaded. Okay, we're at 5. Okay. Okay. So they have 2 mana available. So I feel like one of them is an Essence Scatter, right? I have Tome Blast and Stress Stream as options. Oh man, this is such a big turn. And they have 2 mana up, so like, it is unbelievably scary here. Is it a Royal Treatment? Oh, Hexproof spell. Okay. Sure. Okay. Well, that obviously changes what my game plan is here. That is a 3/6. We play the land. Okay, I'm just going to play Berta. Do I even make the treasure? No. All right, 2 cards in hand for the opponent. Trying to win the game here with the Elemental Mascot. I have a Tome Blast. Oh, also 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. So that's the line too. I can just go Tome Blast to the face next turn and then move all the counters from Tester of the Tangential onto Elemental Mascot, right? And now I'm in a spot where I'm just going to like put a bunch of stuff in front of the Fractal Mascot just to try to get it dead and make it so that I don't die. But we'll see. Here comes a big desperation attack. We'll see. So I'm going to try not to block with Tester of the Tangential, but of course it just depends on how they attack. Okay, they did not do anything, so that is very, very big. Very, very big. Let's kill this. I think I can probably have I could have probably sequenced this like slightly better, but this is still fine. I'm going to pay 3 mana to move all the counters onto the Elemental Mascot, and then try to finish them off with Tome Blast. So they're tapping the elemental mascot? Okay. Sure. No attacks. All right. So now, all right, one card in hand. I just pass. Oh, they were very close to killing us. But I can attack with this turn as well. And I have the ability to make a 6/6 token off of the Berta. So I didn't go for the wild idea just because I wanted to just put another big blocker in play, right? That way they can't just try to kill me with the fractal mascot. This is tricky though. I mean, I don't know what they have. Okay, so now I can go 3, 4, 5, 6. I can go 7, 7. All right. Oh, Matter Bending Mage? Okay. All right. Whew. What a game. All kinds of tricks you got to play around. You know what I mean? Like, at any given point, we could have just died to something. But, I mean, obviously we played a lot of really powerful stuff. And now we finally have the ability to win our first trophy of the format. So hopefully we get it done right here. All right, opponent on the play. We do have a Tome Blast and a Punch of Interaction. Elite Interceptor, okay. Is this the new Thraben Inspector? Kind of, right? It's worse, but... Oh, maybe, I mean... Maybe it's fine. Whatever. We'll kill it. Because if I kill it, they don't get to draw the card. But it does work with Repartee or whatever. Oh, gosh. Why am I playing against this stupid card again? Well, let's get some tempo back. What do they have? Oh, that card? Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. All right. In case you are wondering, I do not think it's fun. Also, I guess I shouldn't have played the forest. Shoot. Actually, no, I think I was going to play this anyways. Just because it blocks really well. Okay. I'm snap blocking if I'm given the opportunity. Nope, Daydream. Holy heck. What is happening? What the... I feel like when I'm playing against these Boros decks, like, I feel like I'm playing against, like, constructed decks. What is happening? So they, like, flashed it back, and now for 3 mana, they're making 3/3s? Like, what? Whatever. I mean, I guess that is the dream. This is stupid. Oh, I should have attacked for 1. Like, I'm clearly just tilted here. Look at this. Look at this board. Is this a reasonable board? I don't think it is. Oh my gosh. I mean, there's no... There's so much more value to be had here. There's just no way I can win, right? Unless I can find a way to kill this thing. But I can't, because I just have a bunch of Tome Blasts. They're gonna flicker it again. Oh my... this is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like, this game is just not remotely close. All right, whatever. You know what? We had a shot at a trophy, but this happened. And you know what? And look, obviously, I would like the trophy, and that's ridiculous. But at the same time, you take a step back and you go, hey, that's pretty cool that you can do that with an uncommon and a rare. Now, the fact that they flickered it again and then flashed it back and did it again, I mean, I'm glad that they got to use their best draws and you got to see it all. So that is now something else that you can try to put together. But I think I lost it at that one white sorcery twice. That card's really good. All right. Well, we'll save a trophy for another day. But you know what? I will say, all in all, I thought this was a pretty successful endeavor. This deck played out really, really beautifully. Blue-red was pretty open in this, and big shout out to Divergent Equation. This card was just the haymaker that closed out the games. Berta, obviously powerful, along with Applied Geometry. Certainly, the Teamer colors were open, so I think I could have also had a decent Quandrix deck, given that, you know, Berta and Applied Geometry, we saw those in a bunch of the bite spells as well. But at the same time, it's not like my red wasn't good. Tablet of Discovery was actually really solid. I mean, the fact that this gives you 2 mana in this type of deck, it's huge. Like, 1 versus 2 is obviously insane, and we were able to really leverage the 2 mana a lot, right? I mean, we even had the game where we just like randomly flipped the Tome Blast, which is obviously insane. But, you know, in this type of deck that's playing, you know, 15 instants and sorceries, this card is just absolutely ridiculous. So very, very happy with how that played out. The cheap removal was nice. 4 Tome Blasts, again, probably too many. I think you should put a pretty high priority on the first couple. But then the thing is, when I took like my 3rd and 4th Tome Blast, there just really wasn't that many other things to take out of the pack, right? Like, if there was an Elemental Mascot over Tome Blast number 4, I take it, right? But I think the first Tome Blast is pretty important, especially when you play against like the Silver Quill decks or sometimes an aggressive Boros deck. Then you're going to have a tough time. Will note, the Boros decks that seemingly has more success are the Boros decks that look to play a bit of a longer game. Actually, that's not even true. The Boros decks are cool, but I haven't figured it out. You know, it's like, are you curving out? Are you using the graveyard? Are you doing both? Is that possible? I don't know. But all I know is what my opponent did in that last round. Yeah, that hurts. It's like he just punched me in my mouth. And I just was like, oh, we'll try again. But anyways, going back to this deck, look, like we did not have that many commons, right? This was a very powerful deck. 4 uncommons here with 1 common and a rare. And then like outside of this, we just had a bunch of uncommons and rares. And so this was a really, really fun deck to play with. We almost got a trophy. I think maybe in the hands of a better pilot, we might have been able to do slightly better. And Divergent Equation, I do think, is a legitimate way to close out games in these types of spell decks, right? Like, I think level 1 is like, okay, well, if I don't get all the rares and uncommons, what do I want? Well, you know, Visionary's Dance, right? That's kind of like, all right, well, I need some way to close things out. I can probably rely on getting a couple of these, but if not, then of course, like you can get like the Divergent Equation, stuff like that. So yeah, I think that is the one issue with this deck, like finding ways to close out games. We were fortunate enough to have some of these rares, but other than that, I think, you know, we'll see. Rapturous Moment, I'm not sure on. This is a lot of mana. Now you get it back, but the effect is just okay. Like, you're not even ahead cards. Like, for 6 mana, why can't it just be like draw 3, discard 1? So I know you get your mana back. I mean, but it costs 6 mana, so like it literally rots in your hand until you play it. Yeah. I don't think this card is great, is what I'm trying to say. I think I'd rather just like play, you know, there's so many other ways to get card advantage. I'd look at probably other things, but you know, I still haven't played with it enough. So yeah, but all in all, super fun deck. Hopefully we can draft more awesome decks. But so far, like the decks I'm losing to have been awesome. The decks I've been playing have been pretty fun. And I'm only a handful of drafts in, but I've got a really good feeling. I mean, there's like a lot of nonsense you can pull off in this format. I got a good format. This format seems really sweet. It's a tricky, difficult to navigate format, but it seems really sweet. And I think I'm going to be playing this, you know, for more than like, 3 weeks of Ninja Turtles. Hopefully we can play this for a month, or rather like 2 months or something like that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Also check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to buy some booster boxes of Secrets of Strixhaven, or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, or commander decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you're in the market for top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, live pads, and much, much more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon to get 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.